Welcome to How to Be a Successful Freelance Translator. Introduction. This course contains instructions on how to earn a living through freelance translation. Obviously, everyone's experience is different, and it's possible that you are already following a few of these points I mentioned, especially if you've already started out as a freelance translator. But following these steps is a great outline of how I was able to achieve this life and how I was able to earn a living through freelance translation. And so I feel it's a way that you can too. I should emphasize one point right from the beginning. It's not easy. I worked my tail off, and I'm still working my tail off right now. I doubt I have more free time than your average worker, but on the other hand, I do get to choose which clients to work with and when to work with them. I also choose where and when to work, and I answer to no one except myself. But once again, I do work a lot, and it takes a lot of work, and it's not easy or simple, and as with anything else in life, there are no step-by-step instructions that can guarantee you success. And if anyone tells you there are, they're scamming you. This course just shows you the steps that I have taken. And it also tells you some mistakes I've made along the way, just so you don't have to make them. I should also mention that I have very few, if any, translation tips. I'm pretty much assuming that you are all translators and that you know 2 languages, or you're native in one language and you've learned another language, etc., etc. If you weren't, then you probably would not be seeking a career in this field. Also, obviously, there are way too many languages for me to say anything meaningful here in one course, and I don't think there is one course that could ever cover all languages that need to be translated. So if you would like more general translation tips, I recommend checking out the forums on prose.com and wordreference.com, where you can also post your own questions and queries, but you'll find a lot of people discussing a lot of the nuances in various different languages there. But this course teaches you how to use these skills so you can work for yourself and become a successful freelance translator. Additionally, you might also notice that in this course there are no quizzes. This is because this course is for you. Think of it as an apprenticeship where I teach you what I've learned and you practice it and then you apply it in the real world. I want all the information contained here to be practical and to be information you can use as a reference later on, so you can come back to each lesson as needed. Lastly, as a disclaimer, I should mention that I will talk about and I will mention many products and brand names and apps and books and websites, etc., in this course. Some favorably and some less so. I promise you that none of them are paying me. None of them are paying me anything. I'm subscribed to a couple for my own purposes, and I've bought a couple others, etc., just for myself, but I have no incentive to talk up one or talk down another one, and my only incentive here is to give you the best information I can based on my experience. Having said all that, without any further ado, let's get started.